Hello and welcome back to the Midwest Mainline. We are sat on the lead loco, the lead Mikado, around double-headed fuel train. Well, it's not a fuel train, is it? It's just going to be the shunt train by the end of it. We're heading towards our crude oil wells, where we're going to pick up, hopefully, a full load. As you saw, we passed through that junction at a healthy 50 miles an hour, so that worked well. I'm glad, because I don't want us hanging about on the main line too long. Not that it matters, because our grain trains, there's only one at the moment. It's pretty much yearly, so the traffic up there is nothing really. In fact, we could probably optimize that little bit of track and remove it, some of the double tracking. I'm not sure though, because we're going to have the big boy, aren't we, running from the second farm, bringing that harvest. And there we go, we're pulling into, it's an actual beautiful view. I love it. Do you know, I'm impressed with that. We're going to have to double track this. I just realised we're going to need another bay, aren't we, another platform. We'll probably have our trains wait here as well. To make sure they both pick up a full load. I'm not sure how that's going to work, whether they'll distribute them evenly or not, but that's something to test out. And there we go, we've got a full load. I'm guessing, because I saw all these sitting on the platform. Yeah, easily. Right, so this train's going to go and start making us money. That's brilliant. Ignore this for now. It had a long journey and had to go to the other station while the platform filled up, or overfilled probably, looking at it. What sort of rate is it doing? Let's just ignore all the things except for the one we're looking at. That is 313. This needs to even out. We'll probably replace this train with a single class 9000, or we'll change the name of this line and just have this as the shunt train and drop a few wagons off the back, so that it can kind of fill in the gaps of what our mainline services are doing. Talking of which, we're going to get straight into it today. Shall we get on with this? We need to figure out where we're going. We're just going to head down. It doesn't matter. It's going to be single track all the way, and obviously we're going to be going downhill, and we can go downhill as rapidly as we want, as long as we head into this junction that we started to make up here. There it is, just there. So we're going to cross over immediately, then head out this way up to the side of the fuel refinery there. So what sort of height do we want to be at when we're hitting this junction? 6.2 meters. I like the way that we're passing this, because that gives us access to the steelworks there. Right then, I guess we can just go for it in non-white view. We're making a fortune, aren't we? Absolutely. We do not want catenarium. We don't want fast track either. It's going to be a while before we can afford those, or before they unlock, I should say. We can afford them. We might as well stay at a gentle gradient and just make our way gradually down there. It's quite nice, isn't it? I say that because it's cheaper. It's going to be cheaper, and we don't really care about how we get down here, as long as we do. Which so far we are, and it's kind of nice, isn't it? I hope it makes a nice crossing there. The one thing I do like so far is, oh, that's not a nice crossing. Although I say that, it's not really doing much to our track. What have we unlocked here? Bristol Freighter. I like you. You're nice. You're nice and chubby. Look at the front of you. That's great. It's like they started to build a big plane and then went, no, it's going to be a small plane at the back. And we had the Alco. I don't know what we're going to do with that. I might leave that up to you guys in the comments. It'll be a shame to replace our Hiawatha's, wouldn't it? But anyway, yes, get this done. We're coming into here. Would that be correct? We will be on this side, won't we? Yes. So we don't need to finish this bit of track, but I will put it up there for later use. Well, that's great. We're done. That's in. Phase 2 might be rather quick. I'm hoping... Oh, no. Don't get ahead of yourself. You've got to build a station up there, and you've got to build a brand new station up there. Yeah, you're not going to be doing this speedy at all. One way, yes, this is one way single track, which we don't have much of, do we? We could probably have more one-way single tracks. There are plenty of single tracks in the US and in the UK for that matter. They are around everywhere. And then eventually we're coming up to the main line, and there we go. That's where we kiss the main line. In fact, this whole line is going to be on the main line for quite a while, isn't it? Especially heading up to Hibbing. We've got to figure out how we're getting off. Probably something like that. Again, the freight line up here is not going to be used past where we branch off to Hibbing the most. So we can do things like that. We can have slow junctions, crossovers. It matters not. Our trains are all going to be waiting. Yeah, you're in the wrong place. You don't really want to be there, do you? Because the controlling signal is going to be here. I had a moment there. I was like, are you sure? Yes, you're sure. Right, it's going to be sat there. And the other one can be sat there. I don't mind having a short signal here. That would be absolutely fine. Okay. Then what about the rest of it? Is perfectly fine. I don't mind these being here very short, as we're not going to be blocking anything. There's no real way for that to snarl up that junction. We're good. We're good. Okay, now we've got to think about heading off, haven't we? We've got to get over again and head down here. I mean, we could park it closer to here and just come off that way. But perhaps we can have it sit along this side. We're going to be delivering fuel back from here. We've got no reason to connect to Grand Rapids or get them down to, well, I've just noticed a lot of stored goods up there. That might be because of the crossing. We're going to have to check on that. But let's get this built. I'd like to be somewhat efficient today. Let's get us... We're going to need a biggie, aren't we? 320. Let's see how it sits. You know, it just sits nice, doesn't it? Kind of like that. It's not going to cost as much. We could have no catenary straight away this time. Oh, I lost my path. There's the path. Get that in there. We have a connection to the fuel industry. Do have enough run up here so that we can stable trains on... It would be a siding, wouldn't it? So we could stable trains there while they're waiting. Right. We should do the junction first. Straight off the bridge. And across. This should be flat, shouldn't it? I think it should be flat. We can make sure. Yeah, it's absolutely flat. That's perfect. Now, can we get some decent speed and kind of curl around there? 50? I don't mind slowing down to 50. There we go. Should we ever go above 50, which eventually we will be, and then running that into there is lovely. Well, that was a thing that just happened. I was expecting some more challenge. Ooh, I feel I've got a little bit of a cold, guys. I hope it doesn't sound too bad on the recording. I feel like it sounded a bit rough in the last episode. What can you do? Deal with it. That's what you can do. Not you guys, me. I should not deal with me sounding terrible. I should deal with having a cold and not moan about it. Well, I'm not moaning about it. Alright, so that's in. We've got that in. And we're going to put one there. I don't think we need any blocking. Or do we? I kind of wouldn't mind a halfway block so that when it does clear, it moves up a bit sooner. So once the back end clears there. Same going that way. We can have a two-way signal just here. There we go. Just so they can edge up to the end because they do sit in the middle. Depends how long our trains are going to be. So we now have full connection. We can go from here to there. And this is where the tunnel comes in that I built. It has a purpose. We're getting rid of that weird bus lane road that I don't know who built that. I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. And we're going to have a freight access here one way for our trucks to pick up and actually take the remainder in town. Let's take a look at not that. Don't need that. We need that one. Land usage. Fortunately, our industry is right here. So it will catch a few, and then what we'll do is for anything remaining, we'll have a couple of couple of trucks running backwards and forwards just for a short delivery, and that should help us. Right then, let's get us a train on. At least we know the freight area is down there. I actually believe we should start with the drop-off point, and we're just going to have this with one side as a drop-off and then as a through station as well. And we want it quite big, as it's going to be delivering a lot in one go eventually. So we need the space. We're going to rework this in a second. Oh, that's nice that it just sits there, isn't it? Oh, I kind of like that. Do you know what? Do it. I'm trying to see if we're going to miss that tunnel entrance over there when we put the station in. I think we will. This is almost ideal. Right, you get in there. Then we can configure this. I want to get rid of that. It's not needed. Will our trucks actually go the right way if I put them this way? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? If we have the entrance here and the exit there, we will see. If it needs to go the other way, we can just swip them around. And we can have streets one way, heading like that, and like that. No, not like that. You need to switch that around, don't you? Better. Right click it and it will switch it around for you. Brilliant. Mistakes were made, but then fixed. I'm going to smooth this out because it's making our pathing look a little bit silly. There we go. I like that. Oh, should we do it? Should we give it like some asphalt out there? Asphalt, is that the one? Yeah, I kind of like that one. Don't need to be that big though. There we go. Oh, you could. It is 100%. We can do something like that out the front. I like that. Looks like it's supposed to be there now, doesn't it? I don't mind a bit of asphalt over there. It's like the work wasn't the tidiest. There we go. Keep that all nice and straight. Oh, can we flatten it, do you think? That's nice, isn't it? Keep it flat like that. Okay, leave it alone. You're just messing with it now. There we go. As I do it again. Do we like that? Again, we can change those at the end. So we want the furthest point now from the station for extra deliveries. Preferably not too close to the residential area. Here should be fine. And then it should capture a lot more around here. And we also would like to miss the tram stops as well, so we're not tripping over each other. So let's get us one of these on. How much do you hit? Let's turn the land usage off. You can't really tell, can you, how much it's hitting when those layers are on. If we go there, that's perfect. Then we can head back round there if it works like that. Let's set the line up at the very least from there to there. And oh, you could do that. No, because then you're going through the bus stop. What I'd like you to do is head round here. Right, we'll add us another waypoint just here, and we'll send the truck round that way, so it does like a little loop round there. Right, manage that line. We'll add another station over to there. You're still doing it. Can you just go up there? You don't have to be efficient. You just need to do your job. It's working though. There we go. It's working there. This is going to be fuel delivery. Yep, I like it. It's orange, isn't it? I think it is. We need to add another waypoint here. Right, then that should do us. And then we can get the line manager. Is it this one? This would be Hibbing fuel delivery. And it's just dealing with anything that station cannot handle. I don't know actually how much reach this station will have. Technically, it's going to drop it off here as well. I don't know. Don't know how that will work. We'll have a look once I get the train in. Not a new line. You want to add another station. 2 there. There we go. Beautiful. Just doing a little loop. Oh, there's our bread line, which is the same colour. Everything's a very similar colour. We could sort of have... Oh, there they go. You got the 2 colours there. I mean, this one's not really orange, is it? Do we have a better colour that's closer? I hope so. This one. There you go. That's more like bread. That's better, isn't it? Let's colour those trucks in. Manage vehicles. I would like you that colour. That's a more bread colour. You just did one. You just did one vehicle. Let's not have multicoloured vehicles, although it would be interesting. Right, that's going to have to go. Yeah, we've got the money. And we're going to need a big station. I mean, we could do with a small station. We're not actually picking anything back up, are we? So we could just have a drop-off. But we do have it all set. So if it just sits and fits, it sits and fits. Beautiful. You're in. What we've got to do now is get up from there. We should be okay, right? Should be fine. We can just come across here is what I'm hoping. Let's just see. Tracks. Can we just slide across without any issues? I mean, we've got to cross the track there. I don't think that's going to matter, is it? That's actually quite beautiful. You're not doing anything silly with the track. We can head up with the main line, the passenger main line, for a little bit. It is heading upwards, and then we can see how this is. I don't mind that because we're going to be headed by a class 9000. I'm pretty sure it can handle that, which then brings us up so that we enter on this tunnel. I would say should be fine. We'll sort out the signals. Now, if we can get that to 65, I think that will be fine. And then we branch off this way. Now, what would it look like if we just connected? We don't mind a little bit of a slow start. I don't mind a cutting. We're not making any tunnels. It's not very aggressive. And then we slide into here. Do you know what? I kind of like that. We've got a 58 there, which is a little unfortunate. We might be able to tidy that up a touch doing it manually. Especially if we head up ourselves as well. Should we stick it at 60 instead? Then we'll just head up here. Depends what we got after the station. There we go, that works. Guys, we're in. We've done it. We've got a full network. Well, there were 2 phases. There we go. This is going to be one way all the way down to here. That signal is almost in the right position, isn't it? We could just knock it down a little bit. Like that. There we go. Get rid of that one. I like to give them a little bit of space. I don't really want them crossing over each other. Yes. Let's get rid of this. And we'll shift that down just a little bit there. So it's even with them. There we go. Beautiful. Now, should we double track this? I think that might be a good idea, right? We can have the extra track on this side. In hindsight, I should have done this a little bit differently. But it's in now. Let's have that like that. And we'll have cargo along here. Fortunately, I've left us enough room. That's rather nice. Do you know what? It looks a lot better now, doesn't it? There we go. We can rework this junction here. Quickly pause it so our train doesn't do something too crazy. And we're going to knock this back to there, which undoes all our work. Fortunately, we've somehow made a ridiculous amount of money. So that is lovely. Ooh, do you know? How does that look? Oh, it's kind of beautiful, isn't it? No, go on. Just do it like that. Do it like that. It's tempting, though, to have like arch bridges. We can always do it at a later date. Right, we want to get this. Don't keep doing that. It scares me. Yes, 50 will be fine. You're pulling into a terminus anyway. So there we go. And then we can add a signal just there. I think we're good. Guys, I think we're good. In fact, let's have a short signal here. Get our trains on the move much quicker. Right, and we can have... Ooh, do we want them? I don't know how long our class 9000s are going to be. Ideally, I would like them to fit on the entire station. But we'll just stick these 2 just there. Again, not needed, really. But I do like them to edge up. It's a little bit gamey. Okay, let's put in the signals. I put one in already. One there. They're not really needed, are they? It's not going to be busy, but we might as well do it neatly. We can have one holding there. We're going to have to sort out the signaling down here. That's fine though. We're going to need one there. We can leave that signal up there, like a short signal. I probably don't mind it being there. This one, I don't want that there. I don't think it would actually trip over it, but it's a bit close to that junction. And everything else is fine. Look at that. Guys, we're in. We need to sort things out then, don't we? Oh, your train's just pulled up. Look at this timing. How much do you earn for a full load? 3.4 million. 3.4 million. Well, you're already making a fortune. And what sort of rate are you doing there? You are doing... quick, pause it. I tell you why. We've just dropped off a load of goods. What I'd like to do is if we set the line up and stick the train on while it's paused and those goods are there, it's going to start producing for our actual mainline trains. We're going to rename this one and recolor it. This is going to be where out there. Manage the line. Change this. Hibbing crude shunt. There we go. So we've got that. That's what that's going to be. We can change that colour. What is crude oil? It's kind of that colour, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Can we colour these? How's it going to look? Like that. Will it colour all the wagons? Oh, they kind of look nice. Except the white has been... Oh no, it looks beautiful. I like these with the turquoise tops. Right, so we need to do this next line. We've already got a colour for that, haven't we? We're going from here to here. Oh, what colour will we have in it? This dark purple. To there, and back. There we go, guys. That is... Do you know, it looks kind of nice with all these line colours. A bit like the underground map. Okay, get in here. Oh, have we got any issues that we can see immediately? I don't think so. You are behaving. That is one way, that way. You cross off. You cross over the grain line, which continues up. Then you go over the top of it, drop off at the station. Then you join back to the crude oil shunter. And then we're there. I like it. Should we go and build as a class 9000? Before we do that, what is your current rate? You're overdoing it a little bit. We'll see. We need both of those numbers to reach 400. 200. Because it's maximum 400. We're only ever going to have one. So let's get us a class 9000 headed. We could have the big boy. Absolutely. Oh, do you know what? That's 2.8 million a year. This is 2.1. I think the class 9000 would serve us better. And what is the improvement over the Mercados that are going to be shunting stuff? A lot. In fact, an awful lot. So this is going to be the one that has most of the cars on it. And we'll get rid of the other ones. We want these, don't we? It's a little bit overkill, I'd say. Right, let's see how much we can fit on here and how much it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us a small fortune. I like it though. 216. What sort of... goodness me. It's still good. Well, I mean, we can go a bit more then. We don't want to go too crazy because 240 capacity? That sort of seems right to me, and I like 269 meters. I like this. I like this a lot. It's a big train. It will fit on all of our stations. Go on, one more for luck. 252 capacity, 281 length, and you're still good. In fact, you can even get up high gradients. That's wonderful. Are you ready, guys? 240 million, not quite. 24.8 million. Boom. Done that. Stick you on line 1. We're going to have to rename that. I didn't rename it, did I? This would be Hibbing. Ooh, nice typing, Typey. Hibbing fuel production. No, Hibbing fuel freight is what we're calling it. Yes, Hibbing fuel freight. Right, what should happen now is we'll take a look at the train coming out, just making sure this starts to drop off. There we go. There we go. We have refined oil being dropped off on the platform, ready for our train. He should, in fact, just be heading round here quite perfectly. He's going to skip one pickup there. We are going to have him head off. We might see about holding him at this platform later on. I would like to possibly manage this train now and drop a couple of cars off the back. It's going to take a little bit, isn't it, to figure out the rates on these. So far it's 297 and 197. This is kind of okay at the moment. Maybe we'll just leave it as is then. This is sort of working for me. Right, can we manage this line and we'll hold you at lower Hibbing. We'll probably do the same, right, with our fuel freight. Possibly. I don't know. Yes, do it. We'll hold you as well. And that should be fine now. You're going to be dropping off quite a bit there. Let's go and see what's going on while he gets up here. There's our train. Is that our... There he is. He's lovely. He's a train, isn't he? He's already up to 50 miles an hour. He's only just got out the depot. That's brilliant. I mean, he is empty and running downhill, but still. Can we get on board him and like sit on the side here? Is that too close? We can head up a touch. There we go. Sit on the nut. Where are you going? Oh, I know where he's going. He's not going to skip it. He's going to the fuel line, isn't he? I think we hit that signal. Can we get over a little bit? There we go. Yes, he's going to Grand Rapids Halt, which is the drop-off. The pickup with the fuel. And there goes one of our high whoppers. This is great. It's still busy over there. I forgot we were turning off. I was like, where are you going? Can't do that. Yes, you can. You just put it in. Right, this is beautiful. He's going to have no problems whatsoever. So, phase 2. In fact, it's all complete. There were 2 phases. All done. We've still got traffic issues. Traffic issues? Public issue. You've put a roof on there. I don't remember there being a roof. Was there a roof? Was that just added? I mean, it looks cool. There are so many people here. Not congested though. So we're alright. And what about here? We could make this bigger. Possibly. I don't know if it'll allow us. Should we try? At the risk of it going boom. You're beautiful. We could do that and that. In fact, matching on the other side. Well, isn't that nice? Now you're definitely not going to be bothered. Adding more bus stop space will definitely please you if you're still waiting the same amount of time. Here comes our Twin Cities every time we click on one. They're starting to make a decent profit now. I'm glad we increased them to 108. I'm thinking about having an express service, an alco that will run on a passenger line down here and join up with the main line. I'm not sure yet. What's going on there? I thought that train was... It is sat. Oh, it's waiting for... Which train's that? Logging train? Yeah, one of our logging trains. That's fine. He's always waiting at the station anyway, isn't he? At the grain farm. Let's go and check on the situation over here. Is this crossing causing us some issues? Which I need to show you guys. I changed this a little bit. Now before, you remember I branched off here. I went with something a little more realistic. And so we've got another crossover just after the crossing there. The level crossing. I like that. I think that looks good. How many people on here? 27. Ooh, do you know, I kind of wanted to get rid of another one of these buses. Or are they picking up? Are they okay? 2 and 14. Alright. I mean, they're getting better, right? Before, we had some with 0. Yeah, that one. Get rid of that one. That's perfect. Don't need you. It looks like they haven't really changed their mind. Has that got 0? Yep. Get rid of you. Beautiful. That should sort that out. We're getting plenty of people through to our station. We're getting plenty of people away from our station. Bloomington's not really going to do anything crazy at the moment until we start delivering tools and machines. Now, tools and machines. Tools we're already making. Machines is a whole different kettle of fish because we've got to get steel going. However, we could technically start bringing tools in. I wouldn't really want them to come this way. We're going to have like a freight mainline heading down there as well. That links back in underneath or over the top. I don't know how we'd get over there. God, you know, you could kind of scoot under here, couldn't you? And head up onto the main line. It would give us another junction, though. Or could we go over the top? Up here? I'm not sure now. I'm going to think about that. Or drop some ideas. Where do you think we should go? My initial idea, because I don't really want to cross the passenger line. If I can help it. My idea would be to go under here. I mean, would that fit? If we fit under here, it would kind of be nice. Right? We do. Do you know, it's almost perfect. Is the container... That is absolutely perfect. Should we... I tell you what, guys. We're going to sit this in here. like that. Keep it straight. Well, you've gone a bit lower now. You don't really need to... Or do we? We could have a road bridge over there. Yeah, let's put that in. We don't need the catenary on. I kind of don't mind you sitting there. That'd be kind of beautiful. You go there. Can we go under? We can. We can. We don't want to be too close to the water. And then we can head up and join in back up there. It's doing nothing at the moment. Alright, you head up that way. Well, we could head up a bit sooner. I wasn't expecting to do anything else. I thought we'd literally be done. But apparently not. Yeah, we can head up there, can't we? I would like that. Beautiful. We can figure out how to get on and off the main line when we get to that section of it. It does open itself up to having even a passenger express heading down here and bypassing Grand Rapids all the way up to Hibbing. Or we could rework the stations to have a through line. That's another option. What have we got going on here? Oh, I just heard the crossing, the level crossings, dinging. They worked. Do we have... You go through there at speed? I like that. And you're clear. And your animations are rubbish. Oh, I really wish they worked properly. I don't mind leaving waiting longer would do me. Let's have a look how this is going. Oh, I thought it was full. It might have been this I was seeing. Yes, it was that. Don't get excited. It was the wrong one. Okay, we're just picking up on here. And we should be... Yeah, 401. We're doing fine. That is wonderful. How much are you actually making? If we click on this, finances. You're making a small fortune. Congratulations. Right, this should be running just fine. We're not keeping up here, are we? Which is probably about right. So let's get us another vehicle. Now, I can't remember if there's been another patch yet, but you would think, right, this depot, because it's closer to the actual route. There's no other depots close to that route, road depots, but it won't use it. It might do randomly. See, the test is, this is a pointless test if it was going to go and come out of this depot anyway. But we'll just try. I'll just keep doing this until one day it might work. We're going to stick another truck on there. It did come out of there. So, I don't know. It might just sometimes work. Oh, do you know? We have new trucks, didn't we? At the end of the last episode. I completely forgot about that. What are they? They're big. They are 37 miles an hour and they carry 14 compared to our Opals. Our Opal Blitz, which carries 12. So they're a slight improvement. We don't really care too much about emissions, even though they are better. They have some specialist trucks as well, like this one, which carries 16. Well, there you go. That's what we're going with. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to replace those with 1.7 million because we've got an absolute fortune in the bank. Beautiful. And we might as well do the same with these then. We'll replace them all and we'll get these ones on and we'll colour those red and we'll see what those trucks are like. Oh, don't they look impressive? I mean, they're a bit square. But that's how it was, I'm guessing. 1948. Yeah, probably. No need for curves. Functionality. Do we like those guys? I do. We could do the same. Let's go and do the same over here for our tool delivery. Not tool delivery. It's these, which are delivering construction materials into an ever-growing Grand Rapids there. Manage vehicles. Let's replace you for these. We know what they are. And colour those in red. And we do save one emission point on the goodness me. Grand Rapids. You are massive. And we're keeping up with everything. What are you on there? 728 residents. We're pretty much reaching everywhere destination wise. We're going to work a little bit on our road destinations. As I've mentioned before, we're going to have a nice big freeway running the length of the map as well. Our pollution is fine, noise pollution. We're doing great with that. It is just noise pollution, as there's no emissions as far as fuel and stuff is concerned. Dirty smokes. Dirty smokes, I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. Right, we could change these food trucks. Let's do that. Manage road vehicle. Let's get you replaced. Is that food as well? It is. There we go. Get those on. Colour those in. We're keeping up with this quite nicely. What is the rate of hibbing? 93.20. We need a truck on here, don't we? For this line. We did make it. Yeah, well, let's have the extra truck on there. We'll just get it running. Fortunately, we can just buy these ones, so we know it's going to come out of this depot. Do we have... What do we... It's fuel, isn't... Oh, we get a little tanker. You're beautiful. We're going to have 2. That's 3. I double-clicked for some reason. 2 trucks. They're going to be delivering fuel. And you're going on to our Hibbing fuel delivery. Beautiful. We're keeping up with this. We are dropping off a lot of grain. However, it then just drip feeds it the required amount for Hibbing, which should be 70 odd. It's actually 120. Are you not keeping up? No, you are, though. Production. Why is that? It might have only just kicked up. Or we might not have enough trucks. What's our line rate here? Our line rate should be fine. Perhaps that's only just kicking in. Come on, you can do that. You can get your... Ah, no, I know what it is, guys. Because if we go down here, consumption's fine. I mean, it's half of... We're consuming 2 to make 1. Should we throw on 1 for luck and just test the whole theory with this? See if it's fixed. We might as well, right? We need to select that depot, which is Hibbing Road Depot as well, which should be that one. Road Depot. Come out of there. Lovely, that worked not. Where did you even come out of? Did you come out of here? No, it's going to be like hunt down the truck. Where on earth did you... Is that you? Please don't be you. Why? Why? Just no. Don't be that truck. You were that truck. Fine, I'll just buy one. Buy it from here. We want food, don't we? Yes, we're having a food truck. You. We'll manually colour you. And we'll add you to the Hibbing food delivery. There we go. Never mind, not fixed yet. I was going to say, why have we got so many trucks? Oh, we got these. Well, we got so many trucks here, but we put on the new boys, didn't we? The new orange tankers. You look wonderful. Can we do a bit of that? That's great. There we go. It kind of looks like we're riding some sort of teddy bear, but it is a truck, I do promise you. Or a very strange teddy bear. Or a robot. Look at how they're stacked on there. That's brilliant. The crates and pallets. You get them on there. Right, should we go and see how our Class 9000 is doing? I don't think it's made a pickup yet. Where are you? Oh, there you go. You're waiting. You're waiting to be full. We might need to send him on his way just to start with. They possibly will spread this out. I'm hoping. Maybe we just send this on its way immediately whenever it gets here and picks up whatever. Sometimes it might be full, sometimes it might not be. Well, that's your only 2 options, really, isn't it? It will never be empty, will it? Are these the 2? 320 and 205. I would kind of like to knock a couple off that one. You're kind of doing a bit more than you should. Do you reckon it's going to favour the one with a better rate? It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? I mean, we might go for... No, you don't need 2 trains on there, because 200 is all you're ever going to be able to take. Manage vehicle. Let's drop a couple off there. I would like to get rid of that and that. Modify. Wait, why are you saying that's going to cost me more money to modify it? Whatever. Have they fixed that? Oh no, we got it back. I thought it was going to charge me to remove something. Okay, we're going to send you on your way. We're going to send you on your way. We're going to see how you do to end this. There we go, guys. We are done. We've got a bit going. We've tidied up some little loose ends. We'll put some new trucks on. We've got the full fuel run going. Should we get up here? There's one reason I like to do it. Sit kind of in weird places on the front of the train. Is it helps with the rendering on YouTube's compression, as it's not all grass. You're seeing a lot more of a static image, so that helps compression. There you go. There's the reasoning for me to sitting on these trains. It will help a little bit, not too much. Hey, look at that timing. We've got our shunting train heading back, which is a bit shorter now. And we do want to try and balance the line frequency. That looks great. The line frequency to be around 400 between the two. We'll see when we come back just how much fuel this Class 9000 is going to take. I guess we can go for the second farm. Possibly. I think that might be a good idea for us. Hook that up, get it into the main line, and have a look at a big boy. What do you reckon? Does that sound good to everybody? We'll try and get the big boy up and running, hauling some grain up this line, in fact, up there, and see what he makes of the Hibbing Climb, which is what it's named now. Alright guys, thanks for joining me again, and until next time, take care.